Hello everyone, a very happy new year to you all. I'm Arif Hussain, your victory mindset coach, and today we have with us Sayeed, your coach, your growth coach, and the topic of the day is self-care. So how many people do activities daily or some at least one activity daily to take care of themselves? Okay, so Saeed is about to join. So let me tell you about Coach Saeed. Uh, he has been helping professionals to attain growth mindset for last 4 years and have helped thousands of people. And before that, he was into corporates where he spent more than 30 years helping organizations where he worked from being a marketing manager to a country head. So he is helping people to attain the same kind of growth mindset which can help them achieve that growth in their professions. You can take care of yourself in the best possible way. And I'm sure by the end of this discussion, you will have more clarity about the ways you can take care of yourself, be it professional or be it personal level. So
Hello.
have we have Saeed with us. Hello, Saeed.
Hello.
How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm very good.
Took a
Enjoying the
few minutes
winter
to
in
connect.
my hometown.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yes. So,
So,
how about
shall
you?
we push this back a little or something? Is that okay?
Yeah. How's it now from my side?
Yeah, your head is chopped off actually.
Chopped off.
I think you need to come down, or maybe camera need to go up. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, fine.
All
Yeah, that's fine now.
right.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Saeed, as I was discussing, and you know, we talk so much about self care. People read so many books about self care. Um, I think starting from the from the time when people start making sense, they are told to take care of themselves, starting from their mother to teachers to everybody in their life, right?
Mhm.
Who wants them to be healthy, who wants them to be at their better self, right? This is one thing which everybody is told so many times and which they have told others so many times. Uh, so I want from you, what is self care?
Well, thank you, Arif. Thanks for introducing me when I'm not there. And thanks for giving me this opportunity to speak here. Sorry. Uh, yeah, it's a pretty simple thing. It sounds simple, but at the same time, in today's life, it has become kind of a critical thing that one need to take care. So self care, it's not. It's about giving importance to your well being. When you say well-being, it is just a holistic thing. It is not just physical, all right? And which means you need to prioritize yourself. prioritize your own goodness, your own growth, your own success, your own being good, physically, mentally, emotionally. So if I have to put it in a kind of, if you're looking for a definition, self-care is not about being selfish. It is about prioritizing your mental, physical, and emotional well-being, and it's definitely not one-time indulgence or an escape that people plan. Rather, it's something that you do for a sustained, better life for your own self. Uh, that's in simple terms, that's what self-care is. And of course, you were saying that yes, we were told from the childhood to take care of ourselves and all those things. But what's happening is as we grow, it's it's taking a different shape. Okay, and either you are not able to, or either you are prevented, or you are ignorant of. In all circumstances, this thing called self-care is kind of missing or misinterpreted and miscalculated.
Yeah, I can agree with you in those two things, that when you said, creating boundary between self care and being selfish, and you know indulging into things, telling yourself that it is self love, which can be something else when we take a long term period, right? So tell me, Saeed, is self care a luxury? Is it limited to some people who have resources, or everybody can take care of themselves?
No, everybody can take care of. I mean, it is not at all luxury in the to start with. And as I was saying, it is not some escape that you plan that I need to take care of myself, so I need to travel to Switzerland from here. No, it is not. It is not of that kind of thing. So it's not at all luxury. And even for the simplest people who live, this is a serious misconception that we have, that self-care is some luxurious thing that you go out and do somewhere else or go do something else, right? It is something that you do every day. That is something that you put into practice in your daily life. That will help you stay good, okay? Because if you're not good, you can't do any good. So you need to be good, right? So this misconception has to, I mean, it's a created misconception, or it's lack of knowledge. And it is in today's life demands are like endless. Like in the professional life, there could be endless meetings, endless targets to achieve. It's never ending story. Similarly, in personal life, like parents, they're always running after children studies, after children marriage, after that grandchildren we have to take care. Like in our place we have villages where there are only two generations live, one grandparents and one grandchildren. The middle people, they are missing, they are somewhere outside. All right,
They are
so
they are
this
making
is
money.
this is a continuous pressure. So in this, what happens is you lose track of your own self. Okay, so life mandates you to demands. In this, you'll forget yourself. You'll forget to take out time for yourself. You lose focus on yourself. So this is the thing. So this is not at all a luxury. This is absolute necessity, because if you don't take care of yourself, then you can't do anything good for others also. Yeah.
So when you tell people about taking care of themselves, it is just health, or any specific area of life, or every area of life.
No, it's every area of life. As I said, it is about your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It is not just about only health, right? Because you could be physically healthy, but you could be emotionally stressed, right? Uh, uh, Both in professional life as well as a personal life, right? So
True.
one needs a break. One needs a respite. One need to step back and recharge, think. All right. So this covers everything. You need to do. I mean, depending on your situation and depending on what demands you have. And suppose a person who's overweight, health is an issue. Person who's having diabetic, health is an issue, right? So that's the self care. Maybe the most important thing of the self care. But somebody who's healthy but emotionally stressed, like maybe they support personal losses or maybe some other issues, right? Mental well-being. So for them, mental well-being is a priority, and they need to do things on their own or talk to somebody who can help them in those areas. Yeah,
So
it's
that means we need to prioritize our uh,
a
areas
holistic.
where we need to practice self care, right?
Yeah,
So do you think self care is non-negotiable?
it's absolutely non-negotiable. It's absolutely non-negotiable because for the simple reason, and you can't pour from an empty cup. And when your cup is empty, what you will pour? Nothing, right? Similarly, if you are not good, if you are not healthy, if you are not emotionally or mentally good, what good can you do for your own family? What good can you do for your own organization? So you need to be good. This is absolute necessity. It's a non-negotiable thing. Okay, you have to take care of yourself because when you don't do, let's look at the consequence. What happens when you don't do it? When you don't do it, what happens is the main. I mean, the most common problem that we see in people is burnout because you work, and you don't take care of yourself. That lead to burnout. Studies have shown very clearly that uh, people who continuously exert or continuously work without rest, they lead to exhaustion. Okay, so that means your productivity is reduced, efficiency has gone down, right? And so when the second most impactful, most powerful impact that it has is on your efficiency. So one is that you're burnout. When you're burnout, your efficiency has gone down. So you are not able to think at your best levels. You are not able to act at your best levels. Okay, you lose focus, and your results are going to be bad. So self care is like recharging a battery, right? So you can't be continuously using it. You should also recharge. So you need to take a break and recharge yourself.
Yeah,
And this has profound impact in relationships as well, because if a person is non-stop working and non-stop is under pressure, and there's no, he's not taking his own time, or there's not time is not given to him to recover. That means he could be he could be irritated for small things. He could have short tempers. He could have anger, or uh, I mean, even breakdowns, blackouts. So it will have see massive impact on the relationships. So that's why I say it's absolute necessary. It's a non-negotiable thing. One must take it that way.
so uh, so thank you for answering that question, which actually sounded silly to me even asking, because it is so obvious, right?
Yeah,
And yet people forget taking care of themselves, and their reasons can be many, right? But what are the barriers which are actually preventing people to take care of themselves, or being you know in
yeah,
indulging in self-care activities?
yeah. As you were saying, it looks very obvious. It sounds obvious, but then again, many people don't do it. Even sometimes we also may not be doing it, right? So it's not a easy thing to practice unless you know it, or unless you bring awareness to yourself. So first thing I think is first thing is lack of awareness, because you're so busy in your daily day-to-day work, that you're engaged into so many things that you forget yourself, uh, and maybe they may not be, you may not be aware. There is no understanding. Like for example, you are in a big family, okay, and you are under pressure from all around, and people around you don't understand. There is no awareness. Okay, so even if you want to do, you are not able to do. Similarly, you are under pressure, and you know that you are not doing at your best, but still you don't realize, because you don't have awareness that, hey, I need to take a break, because that thought never came to your mind, because you're continuously keeping yourself busy doing, I mean, under pressure probably. Okay, second thing is that there is a guilt factor there in our society, especially, and for women probably, uh, So there is a guilt factor even with parents. They feel guilty of doing things for themselves. Okay, uh, uh, they think that by doing this, I am compromising on somebody's resource, or I am not. I'm being selfish. Oh, that kind of guilt is always there. That may be one of the things that prevent them. And then, of course, social pressure is there. When you do something good for yourself, people will comment on you, or oh, eh, you have so many things to do, and you're spending your money on this, or you're spending time on this. People always say things. Social pressure is one of the strongest thing that prevents people from taking care of themselves. Then, of course, there is always a negative talk in your mind. Ki, oh, I don't need it. Oh, I can do without it. I'm a Superman, right? Or what people will think. And if I do that, maybe that will expose my weakness. Okay, this kind of all negative talks. And people could have time constraint, people could have money constraint, people could have all those things. And people could have lack of support. Like in you are working in an organization and you need some training or you need something, but uh, your boss or your surroundings may not support you for that, right? So these kind of things that prevent people from taking care of themselves. But of course, this is life, and one need to learn to navigate those things and do what you need to do.
Definitely, I completely agree with that. As you were speaking and we are doing this live, I have received so many calls, messages, right? So distractions will always be there in the environment, and one has to choose what they
Yeah.
need to do or they need to prioritize. So, so we have understood what are the barriers which are, making people not to take care of themselves, or let's say forget about themselves. So, how to overcome these barriers, and can you suggest some actionable steps, uh, to include some self care practices in daily lives?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for asking that actually. Because I think the very first thing where we need to start is our mindset, because it's basically a mindset issue. That's the first thing that's preventing you or that's stopping you. And we need to bring that mind shift here. That thinking it as instead of thinking it as some selfish act, instead of thinking it as something that you don't deserve, or instead of thinking that you're taking something from somebody in order to do something for yourself, you need to change the dialogue in your mind. Because recognizing self-care is not a selfish thing, rather it's a uh, you must maintain yourself in order to maintain a sustained uh, delivery. That kind of mind shift is required. So it has a massive impact. Once you bring that mind shift, once you bring that change in your thought process, that this is not a selfish act, this is not being selfish, I am not consuming somebody else's resources, or uh, I am not snatching something else from somebody else, but this is something required, needed. Okay, this is need that I need to do. Then it'll allow you to do what you're supposed to do, right? So first you bring that mind shift, then identify your needs. Like you were saying that people could have physical challenges. I mean, challenges with respect to physique. Like maybe somebody is 120 kilos, right? And so what is their need? They need to take care of their health. Okay. Similarly, somebody can be working in an environment where there's a tremendous stress. So their need is mental well-being, or they need stress relief. So identify your needs and try to nourish that particular area of your life. Pay attention to your physical, emotional needs, and spend some time, make conscious effort to address those issues. Okay, and prioritize them, right? And when you decide to do that, and of course you can't do all at once, like from 120 to 70 kilos, you can't come just in a jiffy. So don't overwhelm yourself with too many things at one time. So start small, take small steps, and take consistent action. And of course, you and me particularly agree that fitness is first thing. because if you are physically fit and your mind works better and you are able to do things better. So fitness is always first, and prioritize your health, prioritize your sleep, and watch what you're eating. Don't put everything into your gut just because somebody asks you to do, right? Like you may go to a party, somebody may offer you alcohol, which you know is not good for you. Don't take it just because you're asked to do. People like, I have a relative who was a very clean guy, very nice gentleman, and somebody asked him or even insisted that smoke karo, have a fag. What happens? Well, and he's even a doctor. Okay, so what happens if you take one fag? And he started with one fag, and he ended up smoking maybe 2 packets a day. Then with great difficulty, when he controlled to come to 1 packet a day, and it became his life. And it went on till he got a heart attack. Then all his brothers and everybody and his doctors, he himself is a doctor even. When they gave him a good thing, then he had to make tremendous effort to stop that. It was very hard for him. So don't do just because somebody asks you to do. Don't eat something because somebody what others will think. Prioritize yourself. Watch what you're eating, right? Then schedule me time. These days, you schedule your meetings, you schedule your uh, uh, weekend parties and all those things. So every day in your calendar, create a self-care appointment for yourself and spare maybe 15-20 minutes each day and think about yourself, your growth, your success, your well-being, your physical well-being, what I need to do, what I am doing wrong, what I do should right, all those things. Spend some time on that. And important thing is you schedule this. You create a self-care appointment for yourself in your calendar. And of course, you are a grown-up person. You have certain things already with you, maybe some talent, some things. So be grateful for what you have, because others may not. Many people out there may not be having all those things. Be grateful. So like I'm a big follower of Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn. So Tony Robbins always says that he incorporates gratitude exercise in his daily routine. He says that this helps him. This is a kind of antidote for fear, antidote for anger, for any negative thing that happens. So practice gratitude and set clear boundaries. This is very important because saying no is sometimes more important than saying yes. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, if somebody is offering you something to eat, drink, you don't have to do just because somebody asked you to do. Set clear boundaries. This is not me. I can't do that. I won't do this. Or I'm on a diet. I won't do this. Okay. And if you have let's say if you paid for a gym and you are going to the gym every day, okay, say 6 o'clock in the morning, and something comes up, somebody says come in the evening, 6 o'clock we need to go, and that's your gym time. Tell them very clearly, this is my gym time and I'm going to gym. I can't come, sorry. So what happens is when you say no, that will allow you to spend the time on yourself, on your own well-being, on your own personal development, maybe exercise, maybe something else. And I think one of the most formidable things these days we have is uh, digital addiction. People are hooked to their screens, either it's mobile or laptop or TV. So practice digital detox. This is very important because this is the biggest time killer. This is the biggest time killer. You never know how much time you're spending on this one reel after another, one scroll after another. I mean, I don't know where it is going. So by the time you realize, a couple of hours are gone. If you had spared these couple of hours to spend on your own self, like a health or maybe some training, maybe attend some good seminar, good motivational class. So that has a positive impact on your life and the people around you. So practice digital detox. And the environment that you live with, right, may not know the importance of this. Okay. So educate them, communicate with people. Hey, this is important for me as well as for you. Okay. So these are the boundaries that we need to practice. So educate people, because people often may not know it because they don't know the consequence of not practicing this. So educate them about importance of this, and also educate them about consequence of not practicing this. All right. And last but not the least, sometimes in spite of all this, it's hard to do even those things that we know that we need to do, right? Like for example, I wanted to write a book for a long time, and I have everything ready, but I never did it. So I had engaged a coach, and he helped me, and I could finish the book. Once I finished one book, I finished another book, right? So engage a coach. I mean, invest in yourself. Take some professional help. For any challenges that you have, if you're facing that, engage professional. Take professional help. And with these things, I think you should be able to take care of yourself. And when I say take care of yourself, it definitely doesn't mean you being selfish or you overindulge yourself in things like, sometimes people think I'm taking care of myself, and every day I go to a party. Is it doing any good to you? So like, these days what happens when you go to party? It doesn't stop at one place. It starts with one, then it leads to another, it leads to another. Okay. That's, I mean, you need to draw some clear boundaries there. Yes.
Definitely, Saeed, and I'm sure people must have gained so many ways or through which they can take care of themselves. And knowing is not a problem. Knowledge is in abundance everywhere, right?
Yeah.
You just click a word how you can take care of yourself, and you can have so many videos, so many data available at your fingertips. The important thing is decide one thing and doing it.
Yeah.
Now, as you were talking about coaching, uh, like in my entire period of 7 8 years when I started you know thinking of coaching professionally and started working on it, helping people. So this was the first thing which came up, you know, uh, helping people to quit something, some habit, or adding some habit in their life, right? And I'm sure if uh, they become a part of the victory framework, they just decide one thing, and by the end of the process, by the end of the program, they will be able to quit that particular activity, or uh, if they want to add something to their life, add a healthy habit which can help them in their professional life as well as personal life. Uh, it can happen, and the reason is there will be two coaches for them available. The mastermind will be there. The power of mastermind is so huge that things which look so complicated when doing alone, they can become so simple, so easy, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for all your sharings, Saeed. Any parting words that or wisdom that you want to share with the audience?
Well, Arif, actually, yesterday, I think today I posted a small reel where I asked a couple of questions to the people. Like I asked, who's the most important person in your life? What is one most important thing for you, right? And what is one thing that gives you immense joy? The kind of answers I usually that I get is that the most important person, maybe parent, maybe children, maybe somebody, maybe some actor, some crazy thing, okay? Or uh, most important thing for you to do, they say maybe going for an outing like foreign country or like Switzerland, New Zealand, or some kind of these kind of things people come up with usually. Okay, that's the answers I have. What I want to tell people is the most important thing, the most important person in your life is you. Okay, if you are not good, if you are not taking care of yourself, if you are not at your best, there is nothing best you can do. There's nothing good you can do. So you need to be good. So the most important person in your life is you. And the most important thing in your life is your health. If you're not healthy, you can do nothing. Rather, you become a burden on others. So you need to take care of yourself. You need to prioritize your health, right? And one thing that gives immense joy to everybody, every human being on this earth, is serving others, giving. Because as a father, you would do anything to give to your child. As a spouse, you want to give something to your spouse, your wife, your husband. As a parent, you want to give to your children. As a children, you want to give to your parent. So we always get immense joy in giving. And you can give only when you have, right? So when you have means you should be good. You should be good at health, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, should be good. Like again, as I said in the beginning, you can't pour from an empty cup. So your cup should be full. So fill your cup. Take care of yourself. When you're good, you can do good. Because, make self-care as this is a superpower. Consider this as a superpower. Because when the life gets busy, the very first thing that gets compromised is self-care. You will say, मैं बाद में देखूंगा. I will you will push it aside. Okay, about me, I will see, but later. Let me address it. That's that. So change that attitude. Put yourself, prioritize yourself. Be at the top of your health, relationship. Emotional well-being, and all those things, so that you can do good to others. With that said, thank you so much, and thanks for people who have joined. And I hope they have gained something from this. And in case if they want to connect with us, they're welcome, and we are always here to listen to them and support them.
Thank you, Sayeed. And as you have said about having, so I always say you can give what you have. So have what you want to give. Right. With that said, thank you everyone. Thank you, Sayeed. Uh, it was pleasure talking to you again. Have a wonderful time. Thank you.
Thank you.